the first episode. It's not bad. Hello everyone, Jayson One Master here. Welcome to the first episode of Classic Controllers. Well, this isn't the first review I've done for the channel. This is going to be the first review of this particular series, where I'm going to try and make it a little more professional, a little more organized, and hopefully this is going to be a better start than Sonic Chronicles, because not only was that video a little lackluster, I gave that game a little too much credit. But we are going to start off the series with a game that I am very familiar with. It was my first video game on a home console, if not my actual first video game. And hopefully it's as good as I remember it. Maybe. So without further ado, everybody, let's start off the series with Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures for the Super Nintendo. Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures was my first video game, or at the very least, it was my first console game. Growing up with it, it was nice to see a comic book character which came from this yellow chomping pizza thing, which, oddly, I actually played the game during this game. But yeah, things work out. This was also one of the few interactive cartoons I've seen. Even to this day, they're not all that extensive. Shows how popular those are, huh? So, does it stand out well with me today? Well, I mean, that is the point of this video, right? Let's start it off. The story of Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures starts off with Pac-Man giving you a tour of his home. Let's call it Pac-Man, shall we? He had his wife named Miss Pac-Man, a son named Pac-Man Jr., and a daughter named Pac-Baby. Could have gone with a more specific name, but okay. There are 4 chapters, which involve them, more so Junior and Pac-Baby. The first chapter involves you getting milk for the baby. Yes, you start with this. I'm the hero of Pac-Land, taking care of the people, chomping ghost, and I'm left with the task of Milkman. The second chapter involves getting flowers for their next door neighbor Lucy. The missus gives us a ropeway pass to the mountains to get said flowers, where the ghosts are conveniently plotting at, and we find the flowers after a glider ride of ghastly death. Frick off, asshole. Wait a second. I don't get any praise for surviving the cold reaches of Mount Ghost Trap, nearly getting splattered and hit with plungers just to give her birthday flowers with no credit whatsoever? None? Screw you too. The third chapter involves Junior and Lucy chasing after the ghost because they stole his guitar. Trust me, this doesn't make sense to me either. So Junior got tired of this crap and asked the best ghost hunter, that's me, to find them and get his guitar back. Being the great father we are, we accept. Take the train pass to the city of Metropolis. Oh, come on, that's less original than Pac-Man, are you kidding me? And look all around the city to look for... Oh, this guy looks suspicious. I should shoot him. Look through the bars. Yell at him for a while. Yep, expected it. Super Pac time. Okay, so Junior is seriously in the hots for this girl. I mean, isn't this considered bestiality or something? I mean, we aren't really human. We're kind of humanoid, like Sonic or Mega Man, but I don't think this and this... Screw it, Frecker. The last chapter just shows Pac-Man watching some television and sees breaking news of the ghosts taking already chewed gum from children. Okay, this kid is a freaking trooper. He's trying to keep his gum from Clyde just by using his teeth. This is just amusing to me. Also, this is the main villain, the Ghost Witch. Original name, I know. Also, how in the hell do you know her? This is her first appearance. Are we not going to get any context about how you know her? How she became your enemy? No? Alright, whatever. Whatever the gum is being used for is to unleash a gum monster. So we go back to the city, we find the hideout inside the factory, and stop the Ghost with his plans on unleashing the monster. However, we need to get the ID cards to get into the hideout, which only Blinky has, and he's only in the game 3 times. Hence, we need 3 cards. Alright. The combination is also behind these frying pans, but I got him too angry to actually reveal them. And I also didn't fight the ghosts when I revealed them. And it appears that they were not amused that I threw one of their sparkly clean pans on the floor. That's not the face of amusement, let me tell you. With all that done, we head to the base and find... Oh! Well, if this said gum, I can easily have read it wrong. Yeah. The SNES was such a wonderfully enhanced system, wasn't it? Oh well, just shoot a pellet, then shoot his arms and head, and boom, you're done. After our victory, she packs her ghost, and we only see her in one more game after this, and then she disappears. Yeah, she's that great of a villain, guys. Praises spread from the wonderful children of Pac-Man, thank Lord. Oh, kid, let me tell you, you do not want that gum again, just saying. And then there's the credits. That was an interesting adventure, let me tell you that. Yeah, the story of Pac-Man 2 is a clustered one, and a lot of it didn't do anything important. You have milk, you have flowers, guitar, and a monster made out of gum. If you ask me, this sounds a lot like a Scooby-Doo wedding. Am I wrong? No? Alright. With that mouthful out of the way, everything in terms of presentation is definitely a positive. The world is possibly the most vibrant world I've seen. The mountains and its brown and green, the metallic rusty and murky looks of the city, and the bright yellow and red in the village. It feels like a cartoon, in fact that's what this game is essentially. It says so on the box. The music is also very catchy, though it isn't very memorable. I only remember the village theme, the minecart and glider themes, and the rooftop theme. Though I guess that's about half the game, so it's not terrible. Even for a point-and-click game, the gameplay is barely even there. The only form of control is your slingshot. The slingshot is used to shoot various objects, including Pac-Man, which affects his mood. And keeping Pac-Man's mood is crucial for the entire game. And it's pretty frustrating. Food, finding items, and this cow for some reason makes him happier. Making something angry, like this crow, will make him sad or nervous. And shooting him just lowers his mood to sad or, for the most part, angry to eventually piss the frick off. Sometimes getting Pac-Man angry is necessary for progression, though it isn't often, and I think there's one time you need him to be scared, but then again I could be wrong. There are also other variable moods, but they are very scarce and they aren't really important to the game, although I'd be lying if I didn't get a chuckle out of this one. With the help of the Y button and the D-pad, you can tell Pac-Man where to go, which only helps most of the time. Now for the newest part about the review, collectibles and completion. First off, you have the Miss Pac-Man cartridges, which if you collect all 3 of them around the world, you'll be able to play Miss Pac-Man in both of the arcades, in the village and in the city. Then you have the ID cards, which are required for the game, so let's not talk about those. Lastly, you will need to be in every place in the game, including the secret areas that you can only trigger via certain conditions. Even with all those, you only get half of the completion. Honestly, I have no idea what you need to do in order to achieve 100%. You may need to get first place in the classics, maybe I missed a couple of places, but I have never gotten anything higher than this score, and I'm just perplexed. I am fairly certain if there is a 100% completion, you don't really get anything out of it. I better hope there isn't, because then I'd be frickin' angry. There is a sound test as password for 40 to 59%, and there is a pattern test in time trial as far as I'm aware, but there are passwords for those, so completion isn't really needed for those. So Pac-Man 2, in terms of the multiple environments and the colorful graphics and just the interaction, is a very good game in its own right. However, in terms of the story or the gameplay, it has a lot to be desired, in my opinion. The story has nothing to do with the final part of the game, and the gameplay, while fun, just isn't as prominent as I would have liked it to be. If you really want to get it, it's on the Virtual Console on the Wii U, and I'm pretty sure it's fairly cheap on Amazon or eBay if you really want to get a physical copy like yours truly. But anywho, thank you all for watching. I promise I will make more of these, and they will be coming every other Saturday, not every Saturday, because these kind of take time, and I have Let's Plays and a couple of surprise videos I want to try out, and trying to balance all of those is kind of a task even of itself. Plus, having work alongside that, it's not a very easy thing to do. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and of course, don't take my word for it. Try out the game for yourself. You might be surprised. I mean, I did like it as a kid, and I don't mind it now. It's just, I wish it was better. That, I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.